First impressions are incredibly important, and nothing can make your heart race faster than the "tell me about yourself" question. In this video, we'll dive through just how to answer it with examples. This question is really fantastic because it provides an open playing field for you to be able to communicate the value that you bring to a company. How are you able to make the company better? To move them forward in whatever metric or whatever goals or whatever mission that they have in making a difference in the world. You being able to do that by answering this question will truly make you stand out. There are lots of ways for you to be able to highlight what makes you different, not only in the form of your leadership, your experience, your accomplishments and successes, but also your personality that you're able to bring to the answer to this question. Hi everybody, I'm Leah, Brighton of Me Talent and Executive Search. I advise people on how to find their dream jobs and carve out their career path. I've worked with countless companies, seen thousands of resumes, and helped candidates as they've navigated their careers. And remember, be sure to tap that like button, ring that bell, and click subscribe so you can be notified of the next video. First impressions are incredibly important, and nothing can make your heart race faster than the "tell me about yourself" question. In this video, we'll dive through just how to answer it with examples. Number 1, focus on your professional accomplishments and your career. This isn't the time to go into 5 generations back about how your parents were farmers or the finer nuances of your deep passion in, say, cricket or soccer. Instead, focus on what you've done chronologically within your work history. In this review, highlight the companies you worked for, the roles that you held within those companies, and what your deliverables are. So make it performance and outcomes based and focused as far as your key highlights within each of those roles. Number 2, state your central thesis or belief statement that has guided yourself in your career. This can be especially helpful if you've had a number of different careers or if you've had a number of different kind of segments across your work history. For example, if you've worked in, say, customer service, design, and product management, before you go into your work history, you can say what's driven your career is a deep passion for understanding consumers' needs and wants. Or for example, if maybe you have been a math teacher or an accountant and now are going into actuary, a nice synopsis or thesis statement for your career might be you have always been fascinated by how numbers have powered the world. By stating this thesis statement at the very beginning, you're helping the interviewer understand and connect the dots while you're going through this chronology and history. You want to make it as easy as possible for this person to connect those dots as they're listening to your summary about who you are. And that's a great way to tie everything together, from your thesis statement as far as who you are and what drives you in your career, to your chronology, and then finally, why you are currently interviewing and your interest in the company that you're speaking to right now. 3, a lot of individuals have extended breaks within their careers for a variety of different reasons, and that's not a problem. What's more important is simply showing that you've been able to maximize that break that you've had. To articulate what you have done within that break. Ideally, as far as how you've continued to hone and sharpen your toolkit, whether that's been keeping up with new podcasts or blogs, reading new books within your industry or profession, or simply continuing to find the latest trends or innovation. There are lots of different ways that you can show how you have continued to be active and engaged, even if you've had an extended break. All of that together makes for a full package so that the person can understand who you are and how you would truly be an asset to that team. 5, if you're wondering what to include within this summary, include key roles that you've had. If you're newer to the workforce, you can include internships that you've worked on, or volunteer projects, or even nonprofit organizations that you have been a part of. Really, anything that shows and communicates to the person who's interviewing you the skills and experience that you need in order to be successful in that role. I'd recommend that you do this chronologically. That can just be a helpful kind of sequence as far as for interviewers and what they're used to hearing. You can also include contract opportunities and side projects, as these also give opportunities for growth and learning. Number 6, be sure to tap that like button and click subscribe. But comment below. Let me know maybe what project that you have worked on within the last 6 months that you are particularly proud of, or possibly a new resource, whether that's a podcast or a book that you found particularly engaging or helpful for your industry. Okay, number 6, be sure to have 2 versions. So one short version that's, say, 30 seconds long, just a very quick elevator pitch, and then a longer version that may be, say, 2 to 3 minutes. Both of these should touch upon your core thesis statement as far as who you are, a brief synopsis about where you've been and what you've done, and then what has led you to where you are today. And the reason why you want to make sure that this answer is brief is that you want to provide the opportunity for the interviewer, if there's something specifically that they hear within your history, to dive in. So it gives them the opportunity to ask for specifics that may be particularly helpful or insightful or informative for them in identifying you as that ideal candidate. And your main goal for the answer is to connect the dots for them, for all the different roles that punctuate your career and how you went from one job and one opportunity to the next. And lastly, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice both the short version and the long version. And when I say practice, I don't just mean reading it in your head. I actually mean standing in front of the mirror and practicing it out loud. Speaking it maybe to your pet if you have a pet, or to your partner. So practice actually verbalizing and articulating your story out loud. And the reason why this is so important is the more times that you practice it, the more fluent it will sound and the more confident you will also be in speaking your own story. So comment below. Let me know maybe what your main thesis statement is, what drives you in your career, and what really sparks your passion for what you do. And if you found this helpful and you would like individualized coaching for practicing and crafting your story, I do provide one-on-one coaching. You're certainly welcome to reach out via the website below. Be sure to share this video. If you know other individuals who are getting ready to interview, who are currently on the job search, share this video so that they can ace this question as well. And if this video was helpful for you, be sure to let the algorithm know. Tap that subscribe, click that like button, and ring that bell so you can know when the next video comes out. And as John C. Maxwell once said, remember, dreams don't work unless you do. You got this.